One by one, our judges, so we'll give you the feedback about, your speech, So first of all, let me welcome our Senu Mananda to give a short feedback to our participants. Let's give a round of applause.
Hello friends, I'm Senu Mananda and I've joined the Seagate Club before and I'm here to judge you guys. Starting with the first contestant was Ujjwal Maharjan. Okay? I'll just give you guys some bad and some good points that you have spoken. So the first thing I would like to say about Ujjwal Maharjan is you need to improve in your body posture. Okay? And there's no hand movement at all, but whatever you've delivered, you have delivered from within your heart. You've studied, you have done research. The second participant is Jeremy Shrestha. There is a need of pauses in your speech but it is clear. But the need of pauses so that people will, get more view of what are you speaking about, and you have a lot of confidence. Srishti Sakya. Yes, there's a need of eye contact and confidence too. Rahul Chitrakar. The same thing, the body position, there should be hand movement and eye contact as well. Sabbu Chitrakar, the good thing about her is the way of questioning, making people interact with her, and the hand movement was also example, also giving her own example was the best point. Then Suzanne Shrestha, she also used the questioning method, which was very good. But she has to be concise. She has to give it a little short and sweet speech. Then is Shahil Awale. You need to improve in your eye contact as well as hand movement. Then is Celia Shrestha. The quote she used in the beginning of her speech was really very good, and she's quite confident. But what she needs is a little bit of pauses in her speech, and she's done a lot of research. And after that is Kripa Gurung. She's a very good starting, very confident, and she also used the example of Seagate, which is quite interesting. Suman Ratna Sakya, he almost forgot everything, but whatever he said was good enough. Then Gaurav Adhikari, there's a need of eye contact and a body posture, and also there is a need of conclusion. You need to conclude what topic are you speaking. Rebecca Maharjan, you have a very smiley face and a very lovely face, and you make people listen to you with that your priceless equipment, that's a smile. But you need to be concise as well. Then there is Nirisha Shrestha. You need to raise up your voice a little bit, and you had a really good starting. Then is Bilom Singh Shantan. Okay, there is a need for clarity, and you smile a lot. And you need to improve in a hand movement as well. Then the last is Nishant Adhikari. You need eye contact, and your voice is a little low. But whatever you spoke was the most interesting I found among all these contestants. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to be here and to listen to all of you. As we've been seeing that Senu is giving you detailed remarks on your speeches, what I'll try to do is I'll just give you a few points which all of you must remember while preparing your speech and giving your speech. So the first thing that we need to do is we always choose a topic that you're most comfortable with. I realized that a lot of you had chosen a topic which you were not really aware of yourself. They're really very difficult. When we are giving a speech at Toastmasters, we don't take difficult topics at all. We choose topics from our home, from our surrounding, and then we give a speech, because then the scope of forgetting is not there. Because I realized that most of you were forgetting your speeches because you had memorized them. We never memorize our speech. What we do is we have to just know the points, that these are the points that I'm going to speak about, and then you actually deliver them out of the box. So that can only happen if this topic that you've taken is very comfortable. When you're talking about family, when you're talking about global warming also, these are topics that you can actually talk about out of the box. You just need to read a lot about that so that you can pick up, because the timing is just 2 minutes. In 2 minutes you cannot really say much, but you have to make a point. So in that you have to just pick up something about that topic which you think you can relate to and deliver. So if you start doing that, it will not be difficult. Other thing is we need to practice in front of the mirror. Even renowned people, renowned speakers, they practice in front of the mirror. It's not about feeling ashamed talking in front of the mirror. When we prepare our speeches, we keep practicing it until and unless we are not very confident, because there are so many things that you need to take care of. You have to be confident, you have to have your correct body language, you have to have eye contact, your content should be good, the pitches should be there, the pauses should be there. There are a lot of things. Like in Toastmasters, there are 10 speeches that we generally do, the basic 10 speeches. Those 10 speeches prepare you for each and every aspect of public speaking. So gradually you improve. This is just a beginning for all of you, and I think you all did a wonderful job. But yes, practice a little bit more in front of the mirror so that you know where you're forgetting, where you are going wrong. Maybe you feel that, you know, my hand is not proper, it's going here or there. So you can work on it and you can get it corrected if you are practicing in front of the mirror. Another thing that we always say is you never say sorry if you forget something. You know you've forgotten, the audience doesn't know you've forgotten. Instead of saying sorry, you just take it forward. You just take it from wherever you pause, you just take it forward, so we don't really notice. The audience will not notice that you've made a mistake. The last thing that I want to say is, it is the audience's honor to listen to you, so we never say thank you at the end of the speech. I know you've been taught this throughout your school years, to say thank you after delivering your speech, but what we say is that it is the honor of the audience to listen to you, and you have come here, prepared yourself, you make all the efforts to speak out. So it is not you who should be thank you, but the audience should be thank you. So we never say thank you at the end. We can just conclude by saying that over to you, whoever is taking it, you just say over to you judges, or over to you the host or whatever, but we never say thank you. So if you just remember these basic points, I'm sure the level of speeches that you've given can really reach ahead.
So now we have like certificate distribution program now for the participants. I have only symbolic certificate, 2 certificates here. So rest certificates you can collect from front desk, or you just consult with Elena ma'am and she will give you the certificate. All right. And from my point of view, all the speeches was just great. I really like and I hope you also enjoy this program. Especially so that I can also give you the feedback in the classroom. A lot of students, they were very much good. Still in the morning, I got a lot of messages. Oh sorry, if you can talk with your friends, then why not you can talk in front of a lot of people, And I was also very scared when I talk with in front of a lot of people, I was just scared. Oh, Akabar Asari. You people say, I just want to move, Oh, Akabar Asari, I was so scared. I was so nervous, First match, obviously, nervous, but you will never learn, Nervous is very good. Then nervously you'll get the lessons, At least, you got a wonderful feedback today, It's like Nisiji, she told you that, how to deliver a wonderful speech, She just gave us some ideas, Winning and losing is not a matter. What matter is participation. Hey, Suman, would you like to go out? Huh? Okay. So now, so we have like certificates here. So now So first let me welcome our Nishan Bajacharya and Ayush